Well, what do you know? Weekday twofer. Now, uh, it's still pretty fresh in my head though. And I decided since I already posted something earlier, why not post again? But I just like to talk about, well, this lawmaker who likes to cut the process and promote law breaking. You know, I think most people would know him, right? Serapi. But that recent, well, I actually wanted to comment already previously on that Senate hearing about the Lotto, wherein there's this lady lawyer, which most of the kabatas would call Neneng Palag, was actually answering his questions. At that time, I still didn't think that I'd even do this, posting videos, because that's actually a topic I'm pretty familiar with since Neneng Palag, if I forgot her name, but she's actually pretty good. Neneng Palag was talking about their employment status. Since I deal with well, not labor law, but I deal with labor relations, and she was actually answering the questions, and Serapi was, I don't know from which part of the world he was asking questions on, and it was pretty stupid. I'll say it's stupid. It's really stupid. And now he's doing it again. He was talking about, it was about that police, that investigation about the missing beauty contestant, beauty Miss Camilon. Uh, and personally, on a personal note, uh, the police are there. The police. I find it. Well, they're necessary. It's not that I find. It's not that I don't have a high regard for them. I actually. Well, they're there. They're there. But as with everybody, they're citizens and they're here. They're they deserve due process, and that's what the police are giving them actually. Now, it's coming from me, who I have a natural distrust with police. Now, I'm sorry, Teacher Mark. I'm sorry, Attorney Libayan, since your family members through marriage are in the police. Personally, I actually would have to admit that I was a pool fanatic, and I love watching those. I loved watching those episodes wherein they're actually talking about the police. Talking about how the police had so many wives and so many girlfriends, police mistreating people, and actually I was in support of this because we have to admit it that those police, mga kabaro, what they something would call kabaro, or they'd help each other, they'd band together, and if anybody says it's not true, you're half lying, because they will. you know I have personal experience of how police would handle themselves. I actually have first-hand experience of that. I've also have first-hand experience of police overstepping their bounds. I won't go into specifics, but this somebody just didn't wasn't able to get an allotment of figures and complained it to DTI. I've met a policeman wherein I was trying to do a blotter on, didn't even want to do the job. We literally had to call a colonel just to him to tell him to take it, to do the job. Okay? So I've also experienced police laziness. I've also experienced police just wanting to get something. And honestly, I have a suspicion. Every time I see police, the first thing I say, kokotongan lang ako niyan. And I know it's wrong, but hey, that's my personal experience. That's my personal experience. Until they do something right, which they have. I've also experienced good performance from police. But it will not stop me from thinking 50% that they're going to do something wrong or they're going to ask for something. Okay, so, but the fact that in the hearing, He was asking the police to do something which will hurt the case. And what is that? He was asking him uh, to get hair samples when the person or the person of interest was out. And when they were saying it's not a lot, it's not right. He even gave the example of use it as a guide. Guide to what? Guide to ruin your case? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, he said a lot of dumb things like domicile and doesn't even know it. And he talk about what's your qualifications when you're not. I mean, there's nothing wrong about not graduating, but don't tell me that you're gonna use credentials over. I mean, he used credentials against a person and him not even understanding anything. He doesn't understand anything. And it actually, if I was his son-in-law, I'd be very, 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 I'd be very insulted because his son-in-law's a lawyer. Okay, how his son-in-law's a lawyer and he can't even tell your dad-in-law like, dad, right, son-in, dad, medyo ano yan. If I was a son-in, I'm not sure how wrong it is, but you can't advise your father-in-law. I mean, diba? I'm sure he's proud that he married. That I'm sure that his daughter married, being married to a lawyer is really nice, right? But you don't listen to anything. Why are you teaching that? And then you're talking about diskarte. Legal ba yung diskarte mo? What the F, right? But one thing though is that in that proceedings, it just showed that Bato knows his stuff. He might be all jolly, acting emotional stuff, but he knew his stuff. He knew it. He knew what to do. And it's funny talking about the drug test. I've had the drug test. They watch you there. They watch you. It's gonna be hard for you to do things. Okay, so it's really funny. And even he loves doing that lie detector thing. It's not admissible. He's just gonna use. It's gonna be so. I can fail it if I'm pretty nervous, and even if I'm telling it, if I can fail it, it's not admissible. And so, what's the point? But are you what? Maury now? Maury, the TV show Maury talks about a lie detector test, the results. So, I guess I'm just putting it all in one video so that I don't have to repeat it anymore. But my God, you talk about. I mean, yes, you did not graduate, but at least learn from something. You don't just act like, oh, and then you're not a resource person who studied all their lives, and then all you would do is just insult them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd use a comics man term, audacity to do that, just because I mean, and I'm sure he's being protected. The fact that I mean, it's conspiracy, so never mind. But my God, you're talking to policemen. The guys are doing their job. Actually, even for me, if a person was caught committing a crime, that's actually within our rights as an employer to start proceedings to terminate the person. Because it's you can terminate the person for just cause of committing a crime. And basically, ito, at that end naman, halos ganito na rin sila eh. Right? They can't, they have to relieve, if the guy hasn't been relieved or not, they can't keep him there. And ito pa, sabi niya at large, o sa pagkakaintindi ko at large, tanong mo muna, di ba? Tanong mo muna, bago ako mag-assume na the guy can't be found. Ask him first. Diba? I'm not sure if it's intellectual pride, but it's hard to be having intellectual pride when you don't know what you're talking about. So, I don't know. It's the boomer thing? I don't think so. But it's just very, I did not vote for the guy, okay? I did not vote for the guy, so I really wouldn't care, but he's there. He's already in government, so wala tayong choice. Right? But I was a Tulfo fanatic. I still watch it. Guilty pleasure, yes. I still watch it. Uh, Favorite ko pa nga si Attorney Aina. Because she handles herself very well. Actually, we should have more of her. Because she explains things also. Not like the younger guys na, oh, yeah. Okay, so I didn't like them or didn't like them also. I actually liked Attorney Garrett also. Because when he talks, he's very, aside from being confident, he's pretty dry. His humor is pretty dry. And I like it. I actually like, and Attorney Sam, she's also one of my favorites in Tulfo in Action. She's pretty also. Now for the I actually watch it a lot. For the reporters, my favorite, I have a big crush on Yeda. I wonder what happened to her. She's really pretty. But so yun lang parang it's hindi naman porke nakatulong. Ang tanong, nakatulong ba talaga kayo? Hindi rin eh. Hindi rin naman eh. But, I still watch it. I'm still a subscriber, actually. Though, this one, I think it's too much. I mean, tuturuan mo, keep it as a guide. Guide to, diba? You're gonna ruin their cases. Also, and then, to add it to rin, I guess, with the gluta drip thing, I think that's indicative of, first, of the people we vote. I did not vote for the guy either. I think the guy barely passed high school. Or did he pass high school? I'm not sure. But the guy is smart, Robin Padilla is smart. He has intelligence. He's not stupid. Hindi lang siya aral, but he's smart. And yung sa pag-English niya, it's not a problem. I did not think it as a problem na hindi ka makapag-English notes. Hindi ka sanay, di ba? Most people naman are smart but just can't speak English, and I'm sure he's like that. The fact that he can be that rich, he was able to keep his wealth, he's not stupid. But I guess it is indicative of the type of person or the type of the people we bring in. Because when Mariel was talking about it, she was saying, opisina ng asawa ko yan. Opisina na nga ng asawa mo, hindi mo opisina yan. Diba, ba't ka nag-drip? And then, you're gonna say that it's not a gluta drip, it's a vitamin C. So, ini-inject na palang vitamin C ngayon pag masama ang pakiramdam. But then again, hey, it's up to you. You wanna do it, but at least naman, it's an office it's a workplace Wala naman in an office, I don't think naman papagluta drip ka Diba? But, hey, office nga ng asawa mo diba? So wala nang hindi na nagbabayad naman nun. Hindi naman asawa mo yung nagbabayad ng renta dyan at saka diba? Pera ng taong bayan Dapat kami rin may gluta drip. Diba? Dapat pag-gluta drip din kami. Diba? Kasi madaming health benefits or vitamin C drip. Baka magpa-vitamin C drip na rin kami. Diba? It's just, but that's just a small thing, honestly, when tama naman, nakakatawa. Ako si Robin Padilla, matatawa na lang din ako. I'm also a fan. And, diba, but yun lang, it's a bad look. If I were, sana hindi mo na lang siya video Kung nagpapadrip ka, nagpapa-vitamin C drip ka, sana di mo lang video. Nandun ka sa Senado diba? Drip, diba? Drip anywhere. Sige, subukan mo gawin yan sa ewan ko. Diba? But it's just, the lawmakers that we have right now, disappointing. But then again, these are the people we vote. These are the people that we have already voted. So, I do hope that they change. I do hope that they do better job. Actually, Robin Padilla, okay na naman Diyan na siya But yung isa, grabe. Yung isa lang talaga, grabe. Lahat na lang ng topic, sisalihan mo, tapos sisingit ka na minsan di mo alam pinagsasabi mo But then again, that was your promise. You promised that. Okay, so that's your promise When you ran for office, yun ang sabi mo diba? Idadala mo Senado. And that's what you're doing. And I would have to say you kept your word on that. Okay, so pinramis mo yun eh. So, talaga, yun, ginawa mo naman. Okay, ginawa mo naman. It's the people who voted for you. Yun ang di na naintindihan. So, you kept your promise. Okay, so Rapi, you kept your promise and I'll give you that. Pero yun lang, I hope that you listen to your son-in-law. You know, your son-in-law studied 4 years. Okay, passed the bar. Okay, he's been your chief of staff. Listen, at least listen. Listen naman. Diba? Listen, para hindi ganyan. Okay, so yun lang naman. Disappointing, but since I'm already here, it's a weekday twofer. Thank you for anybody who watches this. Thank you for anybody you'd like to comment. Please feel free. This is but yun lang. Take it as you will. So there. Masarap siguro. Subukan ko kayo sa susunod. Vitamin C. Ako mag-work.